When you feel sad sometimes, a big scoop of ice cream helps. Of course, parents can't do that every time their kids feel low. So instead of ice cream, Lisa Vernon with Marlo Joy Solutions is offering some help in the form of confidence-boosting advice. And she joins me to share so much more. Good morning to you, Lisa.
Good morning. And
So
how are you?
I'm
Thank you.
so good. I'm so glad to have you here.
Absolutely.
This is a really important conversation. So tell me first, how did you get involved with young people? Why are you so passionate about them?
I've always been passionate about children and been exposed to education through my uncle, who was an administrator, and I was the go-to babysitter. So I used to volunteer when I was in 4th grade to help the kindergartners. And then that morphed into high school, helping our community on Thanksgiving Eve and really helping people become their better versions of themselves.
Yes,
so
indeed.
yes, and so children were always, I was a magnet, you know, so kids, I just have this natural, organic way of connecting with them.
Oh,
so,
that's beautiful,
yes,
especially because not everybody has it naturally and organically, like you said.
Yes.
Can you tell me, because you have so much experience, what can make a child feel less confident?
What makes a child feel less confident is comparison.
It's the thief of joy.
Yes, a thief of joy. So when you start seeing kids comparing themselves to other people, wanting to the same kind of outfits and doing the same thing, same kind of cars, they just start seeing other things outside of their own selves, right? And so they will begin to lose who they are by trying to follow and be someone else.
Yeah, and it's so big right now, especially with social media. You get to see what your friends are doing even after you leave school. You get to see what trips they're going on during the summertime. And it's like, okay, well, why am I not doing those things? Why is my family not participating in those? And I think that's where friends come into play as well, because you start comparing yourself to them as well.
Right, and I believe that friendships are really important to have, but you don't need a lot of them.
Okay, because we want quality, not quantity.
We do, because friendships are what I call core emotions, and they are your marbles in your jar. And your marbles are just the people that you have that can fit in the palm of your hand. So followers are not as important as your people.
Yes, indeed.
And I call that your nutric system. And that's your nutrients. That's what feeds you. People that are going to look after you, no matter where you are, who you are, and redirect you.
People who are filling up your glass, right? If you're constantly pouring into other people, you need people that are pouring into you. Now, what are some signs that our children may be struggling with their confidence, and how can we correct it?
Yes, you can see physical signs. They don't want to interact with the family. They are dressing differently, apathetic, empathetic, and really having a hard time academically, isolation, and just really disengaging in the things that used to bring them joy no longer does. And I believe at that point it's time to have them talk to someone outside of parents, because parents are not going to know or get everything.
That's so true.
And they need to speak with someone who is biased and they can listen to, and they can hear their story from their point of view.
Okay, so let's talk about a few steps. I'm so glad that you said to maybe find someone outside of the parental unit who can maybe give a different perspective.
Absolutely.
But you say to stop looking for you in other people as well. Why is that so important? Because I think we expect a lot from others half the time.
We do. I think the way that we show up in the world is the way that we want other people to show up for us. And what I usually tell kids is that you are enough. When you see yourself in the mirror, I gave us students an assignment, and if you see yourself in the mirror, what can you tell me about yourself without describing your physical features?
Ooh, that's good.
And if I were looking for you and I needed you to tell me what you are and who you are, what would you say? And that is the you that you see in other people. And you might not find that. You won't find it. It's like being a perfectionist. That doesn't exist.
It just does. It's not going to happen.
It's not a thing. So just being comfortable, you know, writing on your mirror, reminding yourself, doing affirmations, hashtags, I am more than enough. Put more in front of enough. I got this, you know. All of those things are important to remind yourself, as well as parents. And be brief and be gone, because we like to overtalk. I call it wait. Why am I talking.
Ooh, okay, that's it. All of these tips can be used by adults, okay? I'm like trying to figure out ways for me to incorporate this into my day. This is really great information. We only got to touch on one of those tips, but you have plenty more, my goodness. Here we go, popping them up there for you at home. But if people want to talk to you, want to get the advice directly from you, or want to learn more about what you have going and how you help out young people, if you could, tell us where we can find you. You can find me at marlojoysolutions.com. marlojoysolutions.com is my website, and my specialty is helping students in the middle find their joy when they feel like they have been locked out, how to lock in and not lose their marbles. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for everything you're doing in our community for our young people. I appreciate it. Thank you.